We all need a woman's love, sir.
Thanks.
Feudalism. What do you think about it? Are you a feudal?
No, not at all. Because
You're one of the largest landowners in Pakistan.
one of the large owners does not mean that you're a feudal. Feudal is an attitude. It doesn't mean that.
All right, well, let me read you the definition of what a feudal is. This is out of the Oxford Dictionary. A political and economic system based on the holding of all land in fief or fee and the resulting relation of lord to vassal and uncharacterized by homage, legal and military service of tenants and forfeiture. The feudal lord uses all human and material resources for his own gain, which are available to him.
That's right. You're talking about 100 years or 50 years before. This is.
You don't think feudals live like this in Pakistan?
No,
today?
there's no question.
You don't live like this in Pakistan?
Not at all. You know, if I was a feudal and if I had a feudal attitude, what made me leave Ayub Khan, Kalabagh, whom I was very close, and join a person who was a socialist?
Okay, then why
was that by choice?
Why was this written about you in the 70s? You're obviously talking about your shift from Ayub to Bhutto.
Yes.
But why was this written about you in the 70s? Ghulam Mustafa Khar, in his tenure as Chief Minister of Punjab, had only served the interest of the privileged classes. He was the person who opposed land reform tooth and nail. Now, when he realized that he could no more serve his class by remaining in the PPP, he resigned.
So,
what was a Vadera, sir, doing in the PPP?
Yes, this is what I'm asking you. Is this a verse from Quran or verse from somebody who wrote it? That doesn't mean I cannot hold anybody's pen.
This is a qualified opinion, sir.
Yeah, well, who's qualified of conviction?
What about land reforms, sir? Why did you not push through with them?
My father surrendered, or we surrendered, the family 700 squares of land, which is I don't know how many thousands of acres of land. If I didn't believe, I would not have supported Mr. Bhutto. But I think we also have the right to live. Now tell me, basically having a land, what does it mean? It means that you have a certain amount of income, and more than a normal or a common man. But on the other hand, you have industrialists, you have traders, you have got other people who make 10 to 15 lakhs a day, either from industry or anything. If they have the right to live, why don't have I the right that I inherited my land from my forefathers for so many generations that I can live a respectable life on that? I don't want to give up all my lands, and nobody has the right to take them by force. And there have been twice land reforms, and we have suffered for that. And then after that, people bought, they sold.
Why were newspapers running headlines like "Agent of Feudalism, Capitalism has quit" around the time you left the PPP?
Yes, because...
how do you explain that? Were they bought out?
Naturally not bought out. At that time, there was the sharp division between right and left. And a lot of people who were in the newspapers, either they were genuine rightists or genuine leftists.
They called you a cruel agent of feudalism, sir.
That's absolutely incorrect. If I was like that, I'm the I was and I am the most popular person in Punjab, and that's why I have survived all these political upheavals. Many times, dictators and rulers have tried to bury me politically. Not only this, you're talking about that, you can, I think you must be having these questions. I have been dubbed as a feudal. I have been dubbed as an Indian agent. I have been dubbed as an American agent, and what not.
And you are none of the above.
No, if I was not, I won't be sitting here in front of you.
All right, well, let's move on. You've also been dubbed very interestingly, and this is another quote we have from The Independent, London, 14th August 1989, in an article titled "Bhutto Faces Showdown Over Military Jobs." Informed sources say Ms. Bhutto is about to appoint Ghulam Mustafa Khar as governor of Punjab in a further effort to topple Mr. Sharif. Mr. Khar, however, he has an uncanny ability to terrorize and sweet-talk other feudal MPs to his side, something the PPP badly needs. This is about how you are utilized by the PPP. And then in The Nation, 2006, last year, January 17th, in an article titled "Strategy Chalked Out to Contain Mustafa Khar," it said, the PPP leadership that accepted Ghulam Mustafa Khar back in the party willy-nilly just to comply with the party chairperson's orders has chalked out a defensive strategy to contain Mr. Khar by not giving him the pitch he wants to play on. According to the scheme, Khar would be taken to those areas for addressing workers' conventions where he may not be interested in going. In doing so, the Punjab leaders would make the excuse that the party was comparatively weaker in such and such districts, and hence it would be better to focus on them. Khar may be asked to visit the districts to keep him, which he doesn't want to listen to visit from southern Punjab, the area, to keep him away from southern Punjab, the area of his interest. This is a party which you've joined, but this is a party, sir, which is strategizing against you.
Yes, but it's very unfortunate. By doing all this, they are the losers, not I. And why are they doing it? Because they are afraid of my popularity.
Then why are you in this party? There's people within this party strategizing your exit, and you are still with this party.
Yes, the question is...
why are you not independent?
Well, I tell you one thing. There are two sides to it. The people who have been appointed in the offices, they have an inherent complex from me, because when we go on a public meeting or anywhere with the workers, the applause and the support which I get from the people is something which afterwards they realize.
So you're a people's man.
Yes,
and they use you accordingly. Nobody is arguing that, but they use you accordingly, and they've been on the record saying it.
You know, my problem is, I would have left because I've seen that for last 6. Now this is the fact of life, and I'm admitting before you. For 7 years, I have been day and night working for the People's Party and for Benazir Bhutto. And for 7 years, the leaders here, who were complexed, who were pygmies in front of me politically, they have tried their best to push me back as far as possible. But you know, under these circumstances, you tell me, as a patriot, as a person, when I have admitted before you that I'm a creation of God, but my politics is totally indebted to Mr. Bhutto. He was a person who taught me ABC of politics. He's dead and gone. His daughter today is in difficulties. She's sitting abroad. The entire Bhutto family has been wiped out because of this politics. Now, how would it feel that under these circumstances, when every day, now today is a different situation. Today,
so you don't want to abandon the Bhuttos? Is that what you're saying?
That is my...
You are in this party because of your loyalty to this party?
No, there are two reasons. Bhuttos and the political workers. Today, I can challenge that if I go to Punjab, and if there is a contest, or if there
will
not only win, there will be 95% people who will vote for me.
But your party will continue to strategize against you, sir.
Yes, that's true. They are.
And you will stay in it.
No.
Isn't that a little hard-headed? Isn't that a little unpolitical of you?
It is unpolitical. And I have done these things over and over again. Now, if I was just being a politician, I would not have done it. But you know, even today, I have a real problem. Even in that way, that even if I think of something, the political workers, they do not leave. They think that I'm theirs, because they remember the time when Bhutto and myself, we were inseparable. And to give up all this, it's very, very difficult. But the time has come. It might be that there might be a final parting of the ways now, which will be I'll be very sad. I want to support Benazir Bhutto. I want to stand by her. But I cannot just keep my mouth shut when I feel that something which is being done, it's against her interest and party's interest. My loyalty demands, and my being with Mr. Bhutto demands, my relationship with Benazir Bhutto demands that I should say what I feel, which is whether she agrees or not, whether she accepts or not. But I cannot become like others who are just there as yes men, have no opinion, and cannot advise her. The person who cannot get good advice, he always fails in life.
We'll take a short break right now. We're talking to Ghulam Mustafa Khar, the anti-yes man in the PPP. Stay tuned.